Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we catch up with our coaches this week, and another terrific week for our baseball team as they are on a hot streak right now. Took care of business over the weekend. Truman knocked off Quincy, who's number 7th in the country, last week in a doubleheader. Their head coach, Pat Evers, joins us. And Pat, the winning streak continues, but I think moreover was the 2 wins against Quincy last week. We briefly talked about it, but it just seems like right now we are playing some of the best baseball that I think I've seen our program play in many years.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, anytime coaching a team, you hope to be playing your best baseball towards the end of the season. So, our guys got to stay a little bit humble. It's great to go on a little bit of a winning streak, but you're never as good as really you think you are, and it's never as bad as you think it is. So, we were 1-9 at one point, and didn't think we'd get to a point where we're sitting in a pretty good shape in the conference and going on a little bit of a run and winning streak. So it's nice to be going like this, nice to be playing good baseball, but it's real. You get humbled pretty quick in this game, so we just got to make sure that we just come out here ready to play and don't think we're better than we actually are.
The one thing I noticed this weekend, and you're on a winning streak, you're coming off of a great doubleheader victory, but the guys really seemed locked in. I mean, there's not a whole lot of, laid back and, different things like that, just taking stuff for granted. They're really locked in. It's almost like they're taking it as a business-like approach every game and every day they're on the diamond.
Yeah, and that's what you hope for as a coach. I think it's not getting wrapped up in, whether you beat someone that's a ranked opponent or you did this or you did that. It's just go out there and do your job and take it one day at a time and one pitch at a time, and as many cliches as you want to throw in there, but just keep it as simple as possible and just go play the game, and everything else will kind of take care of itself. So very happy with the way they performed lately.
And, it's also the same thing, yesterday, everybody looking at the Lewis Quincy game, and now we're kind of in uncharted waters. First time we've been atop the league in the regular season. How do you, once again, it's all about that day-by-day, game-by-game mentality, but how do you keep the guys from kind of looking at that and saying, oh, okay, we're comfortable here, instead of just putting the pedal to the metal and continuing to play the way we've played, especially with a big series coming up this weekend?
I think one of the things that we tried talking about from the get-go, whether it was coming in here in June when we got hired and going on throughout the season, is not it's not just being happy with doing well in the regular season or not be happy just making the conference tournament. It's trying to change a little bit of that mentality of setting the bar higher and raising expectations. So it's nice to be at the top of the standings. End of the day, it doesn't really mean anything. So, it's checking off the boxes. Okay, you want to finish the regular season strong. You want to set yourself up in postseason conference tournament and setting yourself up to play in the postseason after that. So, it's nice to be atop of the standings. Everyone's competitive and they want to be there. But, you have a bad weekend and that could all change. So, it's not really getting too high or too low. And we still got 3 more games to play and we got postseason after that. So, it's great and good, but we haven't really done anything yet.
And still a lot of work to do as well, no doubt about it. We've talked about the pitching staff and the starting pitching, but, once again, you look at what our guys have done. Lewis kind of struggled a little bit early on Saturday in the first game, but then, settled in, and then the offense just absolutely erupted. Creed with a great start. And then Siebes yesterday, a terrific 7 innings for him. Just talk about how those guys have just been workhorses, especially during conference play here over the last couple months.
Yeah, they've done a great job, and especially after a little bit of a rough start from a pitching standpoint to begin the year. Guys kind of settled in, and they've done what you expect junior and senior pitchers to do as far as eat up innings and give yourself a chance to win each weekend. And obviously Lewis wasn't as good as he could be this past weekend, but he'll be better going on. He'll be better this weekend. He'll be better in postseason. So. Same thing with the midweek. Cody Klotz had a great start. And one guy that kind of under the radar a little bit, Drake Kanalikin, who got off to a slow start on the mound, has really thrown well late and kind of put together 4 really good innings against a good team in Quincy. So it's nice to see everything kind of come together. And, we got to do our job in making sure we keep everybody fresh and ready to go, because we're going to need everybody on the staff going forward in the postseason.
Southern Indiana this week. Quincy on Tuesday. Not sure if it's going to be a single or double. Mother Nature is just going to absolutely monkey with us all week this week. But, let's talk about the Southern Indiana series. Friday, Saturday this week. It's a big series, not only for us, but also for them, because they're fighting in the bottom part of this just clump of teams, the massive humanity that a lot of people are calling it right now, to get into the tournament. So it's going to be a highly competitive weekend down in Evansville.
Yeah, it's obviously a tradition-rich program and a place that they're going to come out here ready to play, and they want to finish the season strong and set themselves up for postseason, a better seed. And just like everything's jumbled up right now, I mean, everyone's a bad weekend, from whether it's being in the postseason, out of the postseason, or dramatically affecting where you get seated in the postseason. So, we just got to take it game by game and, go out there, put our best foot forward, and finish strong. It's never easy going on the road. It's never easy winning a series on the road. So we just got to go out there ready to play and finish the regular season strong.
No doubt about it, buddy. Good luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you next week as we get ready to head to Springfield for the conference tournament.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jim.
Pat Evers joins us, as he always does. Once again, Quincy on Tuesday, going to make some decisions about that here in the next 24 hours on whether it's going to be a single, a double, or whether we're even going to be able to get the game in because of some severe weather that may be in the St. Louis area tomorrow. But then the weekend, Friday, Saturday for our baseball team this week. They'll play a doubleheader on Friday starting at 2 o'clock down in Evansville, single game on Saturday at noon, and then the bracket should be released at some point Sunday late afternoon to determine what seed and when we will be playing next week down in the postseason tournament in Springfield. Make sure you stay tuned to our Twitter feed at Maryville Saints and also to our website, MaryvilleSaints.com. We'll keep you updated all week long on what's going on with our baseball team. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.